presents 35th edition of the Sharjah Ramadan League 2024, and it's a double header here, and it's the two finals lined up tonight. The first one is the plate final, AZ Sports taking on the Fly Emirates team. Promises to be an exciting contest between these two. Well, let's quickly head down to the center where I was there a while back with the two captains and the match referee. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's the big day of the Royal Phoenix Clinic. LLC presents 35th edition of the Sharjah Ramadan T20 League. It's the plate finals. AZ Sports taking on Fly Emirates. Let me introduce you to the three most important men of this match. Starting from my left, it's the captain of AZ Sports, Abdul Rahim, followed by the match referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed. To the far left, it's the captain of Fly Emirates, Usman Mushtaq. Home team, AZ Sports to flip the coin. Heads is the call. Heads it is. Fly Emirates. You've won the toss. What have you decided?
Yeah, it's a bowling first today because I think no dew today. Is the weather is for good condition, and wicket is very good wicket. And second time is for I think first innings were 150. This is enough this wicket, and I'll try my best.
Right, you've seen the track already. You've played on it. You've won that semi-final on this. What are your preparations or what are your plans going in?
Yeah, definitely this is the same wicket because it's only stay for this wicket, and it's, for sometimes is good bowling and the opinion team, and I will try for my opener. Is the first 6 overs very important today, and I'll try my guys and utilize today, but I hope so, and good match today.
Right. Any changes in your playing 11?
Yeah, today is Nigel in, and only Sharjah is out. Only one changing.
Right. Good luck and give us a good game.
Thanks.
AZ Sports, Abdul Rahim, टॉस हार गए हो, क्या करना चाहते थे?
एक्चुअली हमने बॉलिंग ही करनी थी, लेकिन चूँकि उन्होंने टॉस जीता है तो जो भी है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, जो भी उनका डिसीजन है इंशाल्लाह इसको हम लोग चेक करके हम लोग खेलेंगे इंशाल्लाह.
सही. बैटिंग फर्स्ट. क्या लगता है आपको अच्छा टारगेट होगा इस पे?
आई थिंक 180 to 100 तक हम लोग इसको अच्छा टोटल सेट करेंगे, क्योंकि हमने पहले भी बैटिंग करके ही मैचेस जीते हैं. ऑलमोस्ट पिछले 2 मैचेस हम लोग जीतते हुए आ रहे हैं और बैटिंग हमने पहले की है, तो उसमें क्या है कि हमारी बॉलिंग स्ट्रेंथ अच्छी है, स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉलिंग लाइनअप है और बैटिंग भी अच्छी है, तो उस वजह से इंशाल्लाह हम अच्छा टोटल सेट कर सकते हैं और अपोजिशन को टफ टाइम दे सकते हैं बॉलिंग में.
बिल्कुल. कोई चेंजेस आपके प्लेइंग 11 में पिछले मैच से?
एक चेंजिंग है, शुशैन इन है, और जो विकेट कीपर थे हमारे कुलदीप यादव, वो आउट हो गए, तो वो ज़रा रेस्ट कर रहे हैं, तो एक ही चेंजिंग है, क्योंकि हमारे पास एक ऑप्शन आ गया लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर का, और एज अ बैट्समैन भी वो अच्छा बैटिंग कर सकते हैं, तो इसलिए हमने वो चेंजिंग की है.
Great. Give us a good game. Good luck.
थैंक यू.
Right, that's the news from the center. It's Fly Emirates who won the toss and decided to bowl first. To introduce my co-founders, Ois Ali, in the commentary box. Welcome, Ois. Let's run through the playing 11.
Thank you, Adnan. Good evening, viewers. It's the all-important final. Let's go through the lineups. AZ Sports starting off with the captain, Anjum Zishan Khan, Abdul Rahim, Salman Shahid, of course, Anstandon, Sushant Thapar, Bhuta Singh, Sherry Malik, followed by the bowlers, Adil Yameen, Ijaz Ahmed, Mohammad Rizwan, and Kamran Ali.
Well, for Fly Emirates, it's going to be Usman Mushtaq leading from the front, followed by Nigel Fernandez, Yashita Bekun, Irfan Arif, Wajahat Rasool, Umar Jatt, Milan Philip, Krishna Kumar, Ansar Hashir, Shamim Ali, and Sohaib Khan. Good to see Sohaib Khan back, as well as Sushain Thapar for AZ Sports.
We're expecting to have a fascinating game of cricket tonight. It is the all-important plate final. Both the teams have worked really hard to get on this stage, and they will be looking to give their 100% and clinch this title of the Royal Phoenix 35 Sharjah Ramadan League 2024.
Well, absolutely promises to be an exciting contest. These two teams had made way in this tournament to come to this final days here. It's going to be Salman Shahid opening the batting for AZ Sports. Keeper standing up to the stumps. That means it's going to be spin in the very first over. Wajahat Rasool. How well has he bowled in this tournament? Has been unlucky with the bat, but he's been very consistent with the ball. Well, a long on and deep mid-wicket in place. Two fielders outside the circle. He's got to be very careful with his lines and lengths here. Short boundary to the right-hander on the leg side. A spot on, the very first delivery of the plates final.
Yeah, perfect start from Rasool, bowling it right into the stumps. Shahid equally playing it well.
There was some spin off the surface. Very watchfully played there by Salman Shahid. First runs on board and he'll get off the mark with that single.
It's a very interesting decision. I would rather say a very brave move by the captain, giving a leg spinner first over of the match. So far, he's done well.
Yeah, that's what they did in the semi-final as well. Goes fuller, almost carried to that second slip, which was not in position, and I think it will run away for a boundary. A lucky escape there for Rizwan, but he'll take it off the edge and the first boundary on board.
Well, this is good bowling from Rasool. He flighted that delivery. He had a slip in position, but luckily he went far away from that fielder and nonetheless opening his account with a boundary.
He bowls a little bit with pace, Wajahat Rasool, not the orthodox leg spinner that you see. Doesn't like to give too much flight, but he does give it a lot of rip. Looking to go big through the leg side, and a fumble will allow them to complete a single. They've got to be very switched on here, Fly Emirates team. Can't afford to lose those singles. They've done very well so far in the tournament. But it's the big day, it's the big final. You've got to be switched on. Drifting on the pads, this is easy picking for Salman Shahid. Low full toss, drifting on pads, and all he had to do was put some bat to it. First boundary for Salman Shahid.
Yeah, Rasool not getting the directions right at this occasion. Bowling a juicy full toss, and all the batsmen had to just get a bit of bat, and the ball travelled to the boundary. Rasool is given 10 runs in his 5 deliveries. His last delivery would like to finish it strong. Yeah, that's a good comeback delivery and equally well played by Shahid. End of the first over, 10 for no loss. A pretty decent start here by AZ Sports, getting a couple of boundaries in the first over. One was off the edge, was a bit fortunate, and the other one was ball full toss, and the batsman capitalized equally. Shamim to share the new ball, will be bowling from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. He's a good talent, uses the new ball to its full potential, gets that nice away movement. That is a brilliant start by Shamim, pitching it right up and asking questions to Rizwan. This is brilliant bowling.
Very good start there from Shamim. He's a very good bowler. Didn't come right for him in the semi-finals, but today he'll be up there looking to make a mark in this important match. Mohammad Rizwan. Oh, this is skied up. Bowler calling for it, and the first wicket is down. Important wicket of Rizwan. And the first over from Shamim. He's taken a pretty simple catch.
What an excellent start by Fly Emirates, picking up a wicket in the second over. Look at that delivery, jagging in back towards the right-hander. And the batsman had no clue how to go about it. Easy catch taken by the bowler himself.
Well done, Shamim, to pick up his first wicket of the second delivery itself. It's Mohammad Rizwan, after scoring 5 of 4 deliveries, has got to depart. First wicket on board. AZ Sports 10 for 1.
Unstanden walks at number 3. A man of crisis. We know how talented this man is. He played a gem of an innings last night. Was equally good with the ball as well. He would like to stay on the wicket and use these 6 overs to its full potential.
One of the mainstays of AZ Sports. He's been among the runs for them quite consistently throughout this tournament. And good to see a slip in place. He's getting that movement away from the left-hander into the right-hander. A very smart captaincy here from Usman Mushtaq. Instead, the bowler has asked the slip fielder to move to gully position. And bowls it short. Not the right line to be bowling. Length as well. He could have gone a little fuller. Umpire just having a look in the danger area. Imran Munir, very good umpire he is. Has loads of experience. He's soon going to be. Look at that delivery. Came in very quickly to the right-hander, cramped him for room, and that was the reason he got that top edge. Oh, you see a movement there straight away. This is what I'm talking about. This is the area that he's got to be consistent at always.
Yeah, this is lovely bowling by Shamim. He's keeping the ball in those excellent channels, and he's getting the ball to move away from that left-hander. This is brilliant stuff by Shamim. Great start. He's given away he's not given any runs, and he's picked up a very pricey wicket.
Oh, almost as that. And an awkward bounce for the keeper, unable to collect it cleanly, and they'll go through for a single. Very good over so far from Shamim. He's making the ball talk.
This is excellent stuff from Shamim. Again, getting that movement, and Unstanden on that occasion. Fishing the ball wasn't necessary, was too far away from his body. But nevertheless, an excellent take by the keeper. And the batsman, they steal a single here.
Oh, very close call, very close call. Maybe sliding down the leg. He was very much interested in that, Shamim. A brilliant delivery to end that over. A wicket maiden from him. Just the bye conceded. 2 overs done, 11 for 1.
A perfect start here from Fly Emirates. Easy Sports scoring 10 runs in that initial over. But Fly Emirates coming back strong and picking up a wicket in the second over. There's a change in the bowling. The experienced Usman Mushtaq will be sharing the new ball.
Very interesting moves here from the captain. Saw the left-hander coming in and straight away brings himself on. Well, Apish, and away from the fielder. Lucky on that occasion, Unstundon could have easily gone into the hands of the fielder there. But he'll pick up a couple of runs and get off the mark.
Yeah, Usman Mushtaq bowling a touch too short on that occasion. And Unstundon has plenty of time to cut that. Nevertheless, just getting 2 runs. Yeah, don't mind this move from the captain. Off-break bowling to a left-hander is always a good option.
Coming back into him and almost carried to that fielder once again. You can see Usman Mushtaq, hands on hips there. Certainly having a word or two with Unstundon. This one was a better delivery. The last one was a pretty ordinary one. That could have been put away. But Unstundon, very new to the crease, missed out on that opportunity. Coming in with the arm, watchfully played. Good bowling from Usman Mushtaq.
He's keeping things simple here as Usman Mushtaq. He's bowling wicket to wicket. He's not giving anything away.
Goes a little fuller. There's a fielder placed there, but he'll clear that pretty easily. Unstundon gets the first one off the middle of the bat, and I think it has gone over the boundary.
Well, that one has been picked beautifully by Unstundon. Look at that, going down on 1V and hoiking it towards that mid-wicket region for the first maximum of the innings. Unstundon is on the move.
Well, he almost foxed him there with the length. It was not quite under the bat. There was a fielder there as well, but very brave shot. This time played over mid-wicket, away from the long on fielder. And they'll come back for a second. Very good batting here from Unstundon. Ideally, you would say you would like to see a right-hander on strike. But such is the form of Unstundon that he's taking it on himself and scoring those runs.
Yeah, that's smart thinking and smart batting here by Unstundon. Facing the last delivery, Usman Mushtaq will try to capitalize on this delivery. Yeah, better comeback by Usman. After 3, 21 for the loss of 1.
Oh, once again, movement into the right-hander, and that's pretty easily sliding down the leg. But very good delivery once again. Hitting the right areas.
Yeah, that one sharp. That one turned. That moved really sharply. Coming in towards the batsman. Hitting those pads. It will definitely miss the leg stump.
Well, he set him up beautifully here for that in-swinger. If you can probably bring or bowl one that goes straight, that will be very good. Look at that, straight in and out. Irfan on that occasion has just dropped a sitter. That should have been taken. That would have been a big wicket as well. Shamim, hands on hips, can't really believe.
Once again, the ball drifting towards the pads, picked up beautifully by the batsman. Unfortunately, hitting straight into the hands of the fielder. And Irfan has dropped a dolly there. Seems like he's just signaling the light have come under his eyes on that occasion.
Well, very difficult to tell. But an important catch drop there. That would have certainly put AZ Sports on the back foot here. Salman, we all know how destructive he can be. He's a very handy batter. And to give chances to such kind of batters will make you pay. Big appeal. And given. Look at that, took some time and gave it out. Imran Munir, Unstunded, not really happy with the decision there.
A good banged in delivery here by Shamim. Batsman trying to take him down towards the fine leg. And a big wicket has gone down here in the form of Unstunded.
I can't really believe himself there, Unstunded, but he's got to walk back. The keeper was not initially interested, but went for an appeal once he saw the bowler interested. And Unstunded has to walk back after scoring 10 of 10 deliveries. Second wicket down on 22.
New man walks in, is Bhuta Singh. It's an explosive batsman. Comes in to bat in the power play. His side is 2 down for the loss of 22. Irfan Arif, the fielder, he'll be breathing a sigh of relief as he dropped the catch. The next ball, the wicket has been fallen. A good start-up delivery by Shamim. Watchfully played there by Bhuta.
What a start this has been for Shamim. Didn't have a good outing in the semi-final, but here he's come back very strongly, picking up 2 important wickets. Could have easily been 3 in that wickets column. But a catch drop from Irfan. 2 slips in place. Good to see that. He's bowling with some steam and pace here.
This is excellent attacking cricket. Oh, once again, jagging back in late. The batsman was completely taken by surprise. That what a beautiful delivery that was by Shamim.
Well, no idea where that one was going. Bhuta surprised with that in-dipper. What a delivery. Beaten everything and everybody there. Look at that. Just above the stumps, beating the batter, then the keeper. And almost had him there. Shamim can't really believe his eyes.
This has been such an eventful over. Shamim, he's bowling those excellent channels, getting the ball to talk. He's using the new ball to his full potential. Yet there is movement in this wicket if you keep it in the right areas. And that is exactly what Shamim is doing. He's been excellent. He's given away just the 1 run in the 11 deliveries he's bowled and picked up 2 wickets in the power play. Brilliant stuff.
Very carefully played. He's timed that pretty well. He'll pick up a single. Just a block on that occasion. Look at that. That was the delivery. Banged and shot. Very close to the bat and gloves there. Unstunded. Departing in that over. A very good over once again from Shamim. Giving 2 runs and a wicket. 2 wickets for him so far in the match. 4 overs done, 24 for 2.
Right then, Rasool has been brought back into the attack after bowling that first over of the innings.
Spot on. Exactly. in the first over. Went for 10 runs in the end, but one of them was a boundary off the edge. Good over that he bowled the first over, but he's back again with a reason.
Yeah, I like this ploy from the captain of Fly Emirates. He's showing a lot of confidence in his bowlers. Mind you, it's a very difficult art to bowl leg spin with the new ball. As you know, there's lacquer on the new ball, and it's very difficult to grip and get those line lengths going for you.
Yeah, I remember that there was an interview with the manager of Fly Emirates, and they said that they have come back after a sabbatical, and they are at the moment and building up that team, which so far has proven to be very lethal, playing their finals here, played finals of the 35th Sharjah Ramadan T20 League. And so far, so good for them. They'll only progress from here onwards.
Well, certainly, they'll be very pleased with this performance of Fly Emirates. Mind you, this is the all-important final. They have stepped up to the mark tonight. A banged in shot, pulled away, and this will clear the boundary. What a brilliant shot here. What a pickup shot here by Bhuta. A touch shot by the bowler. And Bhuta rocking back on the back foot and punched it towards that mid-wicket region for a very crucial maximum.
Oh, staying low on that occasion. There was enough spin to take it away from the stumps, otherwise that would have gone on to crash the stumps. Stayed very low, and you can see variable bounce coming in. It was a similar length last time, which went for a maximum, and this one staying too low.
Well, that was in the air, and this will clear the mid-wicket. That is out of the park. What brilliant hitting by Bhuta.
Well, this is what Bhuta is known for in the domestic circuit. He was not among the runs in the recent past. He was getting that 20s and 30s only, but this could be his night. Off to a flyer here with those two maximums.
This is tremendous striking by Rasool. You pitch short, you went bang on, you bowl full, he'll hit you straight down the ground.
Oh, darts that one in. Dot delivery to end over number 5. A very good one for Team AZ Sports. 37 for 2.
Well, a pretty decent start, but both these teams, Fly Emirates picking up those two crucial wickets, but at the same time, the last over was a bit touch expensive, bringing them right back in the game. This is 37 for the loss of 2 and 5, last over of the power play.
A very good shot. A shot of statement there from Salman Shahid. He's not going to get bogged down by those in-swingers. Steps down the wicket and executes a brilliant straight drive.
What an exquisite shot that is. Dancing down the track and pumped towards that long off region for another boundary. This is good aggressive batting by AZ Sports.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what happens from the champions. This is the reply you will get. When they go in a shell, this is how they come out. It's the big finals. They need to step up the game. Bowls a brilliant leg cutter. And that will be another boundary. Very well timed there. So Salman Shahid is getting his timing right now. Back-to-back boundaries for him.
Well, certainly they are on a move on now. Shamim varying his pace, going slower on that occasion. I was too full, and the batsman picked it up beautifully and hitting it straight down the ground. Brilliant batting here. A brilliant counter-attack by AZ Sports.
He's a very good batter, Salman Shahid. We haven't seen him click yet, but he does have the capacity to go big. He's played for wonderful sides already. This is a new team for him, AZ Sports, and he'll be looking to make it big. That was bowled with some pace. It's taking the ball away.
Yeah, I feel Shahid will be a touch disappointed on that occasion. It was a short delivery, but not getting the connection at this occasion.
It's also got to do with the field. Those two boundaries actually forced the change in field. The deep third comes into the circle. There's a long on in place now, pretty straight for my liking. Goes through the offside this time, but finds the fielder. He's getting his feet moving as well now.
This is much better by Shamim. He's got that packed offside field. He's got 6 men on the offside, and he is bowling according to that field of his.
Yeah, absolutely. Very marginal gaps there. You've got to really hit them hard if you are to pierce that gap through the offside. Bowls another slower delivery. That'll be a single. Smart batting. He's got the runs that he wanted in the over. And despite losing a couple of wickets, AZ Sports, they've put on a decent score so far.
A good comeback by Shamim after getting hit down for those 2 boundaries. He's bowled well. He's given away just the 11. That to the courtesy of these 2 fours in this over. He's going to bowl his last delivery to Bhuta. Should be the last delivery of the power play.
Off the edge with the third in the circle. That will race away to the boundary. A very good boundary to end that over and the power play. 6 overs done, 50 for 2. Overs. AZ Sports have managed to put 26 on board. That means they have ended the power play on a high. 50 up on the board for them. And these two have stitched in a good partnership of 28.
Yeah, pretty decent start. Just to bowl his first over. Or that swung in late, hitting straight into the pads. The batsman will run for just a single. Yeah, pretty decent start here by AZ Sports. They caught up well after losing that 2 very important wickets. One of it was unstunted. Look at that delivery. Batsman went hard on that, slashing it towards that third man region, finishing off the power play with style.
13 off that over as well. Fuller delivery, hit really hard down the ground. A very good effort in the field from the fielder Sohaib, I think it was. Certainly saving 2 runs for his team there.
Yeah, that one was struck really hard. But look at that fielding effort from the long off fielder. He saved crucial 3 runs for his side. This is brilliant, beg your pardon, 2 runs.
Actually, you're right. It's 3 runs saved on that occasion. That was Bhuta who hit that really hard. That's a wayward delivery. Will be called a wide. So that run saved is leaked here. And Jet needs to be very consistent with his lines and lengths. I understand he's got to bowl outside the off stump with a short boundary on the leg side, but he can't be that favored. Needs to find his length very quickly.
Yeah, there's a lot to offer from this track. You just need to pitch it in the right areas.
That's a better stuff. Look at that. Rolling the finger over, taking the pace off, and very watchfully played by Salman as well. Picking up that single.
Yeah, that's much more like it from Jat. This time going a bit fuller. And cutting the ball towards that right-hander. Batsman playing equally well. A pretty decent start here by Jat.
Bhuta going at more than 200 strike rate, which is good to see. Oh, we can see some movement in the air for Umar Jat on that occasion. A big swing away from the right-hander. Called a wide.
Yeah, that one swung out big. This will encourage the bowler. There is something to offer. The ball is moving around, it's jagging around. He should be bowling in the right areas and he will get his rewards.
A couple of wides in that. But so far he's bowled a pretty decent over, despite conceding those extras. Or goes for that big shot. And only managed to find inside half of the bat. Just a single on that occasion, but the intents are pretty clear from Bhuta Singh. He wants to hit them hard.
Yeah, it's going well for Bhuta. Try to take the bowler down on that occasion. Not getting the ideal connection he wished for. Nonetheless, he's given 5 runs. Has Jat. Would like to finish strong. He's getting that movement in the air.
Off the toe end of the bat. But he'll pick up a single. So we can see some variable bounce there. Salman Shahid wanted to middle that. And that stayed low. So far, decent over, I would say. Despite going for a couple of wides, he's made a pretty decent comeback. Managed to pull the run rate as well back in favor of Emirates. The last 2 overs getting them 26, as I said. And now the deep third comes in the circle. This might play in favor of the batter here.
Yeah, that was banged in shot. And luckily not getting the connection, the batsman at that occasion. Could be the end of 7 over 58 for the loss of 2. Right then, pretty decent start. It's even Stevens at the moment. AG Sports scoring 58 for the loss of 2. There's 7 overs. There's a change in the bowling. Nigel is coming to the attack, and we have a change in the comm box as well. Samir, welcome.
Thank you, Wes. Always a pleasure coming back here to this historic and iconic venue. We've got a couple of good finals on our hands. This is the Plate 1 AZ Sports taking on Fly Emirates. Both teams relatively happy, I'm sure, at this moment in the game, at the end of 7 overs. Fly Emirates will be happy. They've picked up a couple, but they need to chip away at the wickets. Starts off down the leg side, Nigel, and very nicely swept away by Bhuta for a boundary. That's a good start to this over of spin by Nigel for AZ Sports.
Not an ideal delivery, bowling to Bhuta. He's seeing the ball well this time, drifting towards those pads. And the batsman capitalizing on that and hitting it towards that fine leg region for a boundary. A lot will be dependent on Nigel. He's a very experienced campaigner. He's been into these situations.
Yeah, straight away under pressure is Nigel. That's much better, although it stayed low. Indication of how this pitch is going to behave come the second innings and then the big cup final. I don't think it's a 180, 190 kind of track. I think 160s would be competitive totals on this track, and that should be a couple of good games. For now, AZ Sports steady, looking to build a partnership, looking to try and take the game deep. These two, Bhuta and Shahid. Nicely bowled. Oh, has it been taken? In fact, no, just short of him. Good effort by the big man. It's come back well after that boundary.
Yeah, this is good stuff. Good bowling by Nigel. This time just tossing the ball, giving it a flight. The batsman hitting it straight to Nigel.
That's the stuff, isn't it? On a track like this, when you're not getting much purchase as a spinner, you try and be in line with the stumps as much as possible. He's pushing Salman Shahid to the back foot, which is always good to see as a spinner. Nicely driven away this time. There is protection down there at long off. Will only be a single.
Yeah, this is an excellent comeback by Nigel after being hit for a 4 on that first delivery. He's keeping the ball wicket to wicket. And he's asking a lot of questions from both these batsmen.
Oh, that has been slog swept, and that has gone all the way for a maximum. Just when we were praising how well he's come back, Bhuta has hammered him for a maximum. End of 8, it's 70 for 2. Looking to just up the ante, Bhuta and Shahid. It's about time anyway. They've got batting to come. There's 12 overs left. Another left-arm spinner in operation here. Starts off wide outside off. This has been nicely hammered away. One bounce into the fence. So once again, the over starts with a boundary.
Well, what a way to welcome Philip. That was way too wide width given. And batsman getting that right in the middle of his bat. That is a very good shot. Timed that to perfection for another crucial boundary.
Push through much quicker, this time much straighter, and he'll get the respect he deserves. These two, Salman Shahid and Bhuta, very contrasting to each other. So Bhuta likes to go big and play those agricultural strokes, whereas Salman Shahid, the very technically sound batter. Pushed off the back foot. Had some work to do long off. They might think about a second here. Bhuta wants to come back, but he'll keep it to a single. He just tried to offer a bit of flight on the first ball, and immediately after that, he's resorted to that quicker one.
Yeah, this time bowling a little bit quicker. As you can see, he got a bit of drift on that occasion.
Oh, this has taken the edge. Opportunity here, and the catch has been taken. Bhuta has to depart. And Mellon Phillips picks up the third wicket.
No, that is exactly what Fly Emirates needed. They're getting a crucial wicket at this point of the game. That is a very good catch taken by Krishna.
Krishna Kumar holds on to that one at point, and Bhuta has to depart after having made a good enough 30 at the top of the order. 75 for 3. that wicket. I feel good about that. They needed to break that partnership. It was just getting away from them. Bhuta and Salman Shahid were trying to pick up a few boundaries here and there. Melon Phillip with that golden arm for them.
Yeah, much required wicket on that stage. They were going really well, forming a good partnership.
Yeah, the idea is clear, isn't it? Keep it on the offside, do not offer it in the arc, and it is a shorter boundary on the leg side of the right hander, so therefore it makes sense to have that offside bowling tactic with the deep extra cover in place. This one straighter though, pushed away. Square leg will be able to cut that off, and a single to end what has been a successful over from Phillip. It's 76 for 3.
Nigel to continue. Second over from Sharjah Cricket Academy end.
Nice and full to Anjum on that occasion. And you'll have to build another partnership, these two, Anjum and Salman Shahid. And that is the advantage that you get as a bowling team when you keep picking up wickets regularly. The new batter has to come in and settle down. And this is not the kind of wicket where you can go bang bang from for the first ball. You've got to get your eye in, see how the pitch is behaving. Nicely bowled onto that off stump line, straight back to him. Salman Shah, very uncharacteristic of him to go and run a ball. Generally a very attacking player. It's about in a matter of time that he will cut loose. Nicely picked up through mid wicket. That's gone in the gap, but very well done by the fielder there. We'll have to have another look there. Umpire Imran Munir just inquiring. A good effort nevertheless.
Yeah, that ball was drifting in towards those pads, but the batsman played equally well. Let's have a look at that effort. That is very good effort there in the deep by the fielder. I think he certainly saved a boundary for his side. This is excellent stuff.
Yeah, it was a tall Irfan getting down. Yeah, they just confirmed that is at least a couple of runs saved. Or 1 run saved for that matter. They've managed to run 3 there. And in this format, every single run that you save, it matters, doesn't it?
Well, that is what you need from your side. And not to forget, they're playing this all-important final. They are stepping up to the mark tonight. Nigel, he's been a bit touch expensive in that first over, but he's come back really strong.
Cut away straight to point. Should be another dot ball. Yeah, he'll be glad to see the back of Bhuta in the previous over. He was the one who hit him for that 6 in that last ball. But after that, he's been right on the money. Nigel Fernandez. Last ball of the over. Picked up towards long on by Anjum, and a single to end. Another good over for the Fly Emirates. At the halfway stage, it's 79 for 3. There was a bit of a break, but we're live now. But look at that. There seems to be a wicket here. Mellon Phillip has just bowled the first ball of the 11th over. There is a question being asked here. Maybe a stumping. Yeah, there is a stumping from Fly Emirates. They're asking the question. But let's just see. Yeah, his foot's behind the line. Umpire Imran Munir had a very clear view from there, but he has gone upstairs to check.
Right after the drinks break, we have a wicket. After 10, 79 for the loss of 4.
Wickets in quick succession now. Fourth wicket falling down immediately after the drinks break at the halfway mark. They were 79 for 3 and suddenly they're 79 for 4, and Thapar has now walked out to bat, the left-hander. Fly Emirates right on top of this game now.
Yeah, Phillip, he's been absolutely brilliant tonight. He's into his second over and he's already picked up 2 wickets. The keeper doing a great job behind the stumps. Getting rid of those stumps in a jiffy.
Nicely pushed towards cover. The non-striker Salman Shahid set off almost immediately. You can't afford risks like that over here now. They need to be a bit more smarter, a bit more calculated in the way they want to go about these last 10 overs. Now he's flighting it nicely, Phillip. Asking the batter to try and go big on the leg side because he's got ample protection and it is a long boundary. So he's a very smart, very thinking bowler, Mellon Phillip. It's been impressive.
What Fly Emirates has done here, they've kept on picking wickets at regular intervals. That has certainly put the brakes on the scoring. Considering it's a short boundary for the right-hander. But they've lost 4 wickets and they will play cautiously.
Pushed quicker once again. So the teams do seem to have done their homework, Fly Emirates. Which batter, how they're going to bowl, kind of attack they want to go with. And so far it's worked out quite successfully for them. And it's great to have a team like Fly Emirates back here at the Sharjah Stadium. They've had such a long association and connection with the Sharjah Stadium, rolling all the years back. They did take a break after COVID. Their cricket did take a pause, but now it's great to see Fly Emirates coming back into the setup. This has been very nicely hit by Thapar. Should go away to the boundary, goes away to the boundary.
That's excellent pickings here by Thapar. Reading that flight very early and playing that shot inside out. Look at that. Mind you, that is a very tough shot to play. Shahid has been equal to the task, getting very important 4 runs in the context of the game.
Yeah, they'll have to be smart from here on, AZ Sports. Look for that loose ball. Try and get a boundary every over, at least until the 15th, 16th. Get to about 120, 130 and then reassess the kind of total that they want to set up here. Again, immediately after a boundary, resorting to the quicker one, and he ends with a dot ball. But a good over, nevertheless, another successful one for Mellon Phillip. It's 85 for 4 after 11. his team, hasn't he? Brought him to the plate finals, leading his team from the front. Starts off with a single in this over.
In the ideal time to be bowling, when you know the opponents are 4 down for 86. It's bowled a pretty decent over. Usman is a very thinking bowler. Just making sure the field is right.
Another dot ball. Now these dot balls will worry, especially someone like Salman Shahid, who's at the non-striker's end. Going and run a ball, he needs to catch up with that strike rate of his, and with every dot ball, every quiet over, the frustration will grow on him. Down the wicket, flat batted, and it's gone straight to the hands of Krishna. The wickets keep tumbling here for AZ Sports.
Well, this is where the experience comes into play of Usman Mushtaq. Look at that flighting delivery, inviting the batsman to go big, take him down towards the long off. Easy catch taken by in the deep. Sushant goes for 5. The score 86 for the loss of 5.
AZ Sports have lost half their side just inside the 12th over. The only positive for them is that Salman Shahid is still out there as Sherry Malik comes out to bat for them at number 7. Another left-hander as the spinners of Fly Emirates keep picking up wickets. This time the skipper in on the action.
Usman won't mind bowling to the left-handers, taking the ball away from the batter. Yeah, this is where the game awareness comes into play. They still have 9 overs to play, and he tried to go for that glory shot. Oh, once again, darting it into the stumps. This is good bowling by Usman.
Yeah, you can already see the cautious approach from the batter. Suddenly, they're questioning themselves. Don't want to commit to the shot. Very half-heartedly pushed that one. That's the wicket that just fell. Shoshain Thapar hitting it straight to Kumar, who sat down quite early in anticipation of that coming to him. But in the end, it did settle nicely into his hands. 2 deliveries left in this 12th over. Nicely cut away, but that was in and out of the hands of the point fielder. Salman Shahid has struck it very firmly and a much-needed boundary.
What an absolute brilliant stroke here by Shahid. He's playing beautifully. There was width, it was wide, and Shahid capitalizing on that, cutting that beautifully towards that point region. We'll have a look at that again. Short, cut, and cut hard. No chance for that fielder.
Yeah, for a moment I thought that it went through his hands, but it was very, very wide of him. And this one's much straighter from Usman Mushtaq, and a dot ball to end the over. 12 done, it's 91 for 5. couple of overs early on, gave away 23. He's back now. A wrist spin of Wajahat Rasool. He will be bowling to the left-handed Sharif Malik, who's got a long boundary to his leg side with lots of fielders patrolling them. Push towards fine leg. There will be a chase for the fielder. Thinking about a second, but we'll keep it to one. Salman Shahid won't mind having the strike because he's got the shorter boundary to his leg side and he's probably going to enjoy batting against the spin of Wajahat Rasool. Should be a good contest, this.
Shahid is playing very well tonight. He scored a good 32 here. He just needs some support from the other end. They need to form a partnership. They've still got 8 overs to play.
Powered down towards long off. Well bowled there. Didn't give him anything in his arc. He's been starved of the strike, Salman Shahid. He's seen wickets fall around him. Fortunately for his sports, he's still out there. But he'll need to bat the 20 overs if they are to get to a respectable total here.
Yeah, the plan would be to bat out at least till the 16th, 17th over and see how to go about in the last 3 overs.
Trying to pull that away. Hasn't got all of it. Probably the top part of the bat. Will only be another single. I think the idea should be for Malik to try and get off strike as much as possible. Not play any more risky shots. Get Salman to try and find those boundary balls. As a smart cricketer, he'll find ways to do it without too much risk.
Yeah, they desperately need a partnership here as AZ Sports. Shahid cruising along very nicely here.
Along the carpet once again. That long off is very wide to Wajahat Rasool, probably to try and protect that extra cover a little bit more because he's offering a lot of width. So in case he does go with that angle, there is that protection. And so far it's worked for him quite well.
And Shahid trying to go in that same region, seeing that big gap, but not getting the connection on this occasion.
He's pulled it again. It's in the gap, but the fielder will come around. Irfan there. And another single as well. So a very quiet over being bowled by Wajahat Rasool. This is excellent stuff from Fly Emirates. They've come up with a plan and they've stuck to it. And so far it has worked for them quite nicely.
Yeah, certainly they've been brilliant tonight, has Fly Emirates. They've made a brilliant comeback, picking up 5 wickets in their 13th over.
Oh, was that a chance? Was there a chance? Wajahat Rasool was holding his head, looking to pull that away. Salman Shahid didn't make a connection. 13 done, it's 96 for 5. To offer any flight at all. Malik has been a bit iffy in the way he's gone about, being very cautious, extra cautious, because those wickets have gone so soon. And looks for that big heave towards the leg side, gets the inside edge, and it will be a single as Salman Shahid now takes strike. And taking strike alongside me in the comm box as Uwais takes a break and Adnan Arif joins me back. Good evening.
Good evening, Samir. Well, AZ Sports losing too many wickets here. Going along nicely in terms of run rate. They've got that 97 on board in just the 14th over. This is the wickets column that's hurting them.
Salman now looking to try and accelerate. He needs to realize that he needs to bat the 20 overs for his team. As long as he's out there, they can try and at least get to that 160, 150 at least. Because that, I'm telling you, is going to be a competitive total here. It hasn't looked easy to bat on. The ball, some of them have stayed low, some of them have taken turn. AZ Sports need to offer their bowlers something to bowl at.
A fuller delivery, wanted to hoik that over mid-wicket long on region. Can only manage to find inside half of the bat. So intention's pretty clear from both the batters. They want to take risks from different ends. That's the right end for the left-hander. Shorter end towards the leg side.
Salman Shahid makes room for himself. Usman Mushtaq did follow him, but he still managed to put him away. One bounce to the long on boundary.
Yeah, backing away towards the leg side. Has ensured that he can free up his arms, and look at that. Good follow through with the bat, and the placement was the key there. That could have easily gone into the hands of the long on fielder, but that long on fielder was way too straight than the orthodox position. He'll pick up a boundary here, a very good one for his team. Just when Fly Emirates were getting away with another over boundary less, Salman Shahid finds one.
This time much more squarer. A deep mid-wicket fielder will come across and keep it to just a single. Irfan's got solid arms. You don't want to chance it. And that will be the end of the 14th over. The 100 has come up for AZ Sports. It's 104 for 5. For 5, Umar Jat being reintroduced, a bit of pace now after those few overs of spin, last 6 overs of the game, of the innings rather. Starts off with a back of a length delivery, Salman Shahid hitting that into the pitch. There is a bit of two-pacedness about this pitch. Not all of them are coming on quite nicely to the bat.
Yeah, we've seen variable bounce in this pitch. Absolutely spot on there. But as a fast bowler who has some steam behind, why would you want your third man in? Drifting on the pads, and not the right place to be bowling, especially with your fine leg up in the circle. And Salman just a little late on that occasion, gets it on his toe.
At the moment you have dimensions like the one we have here, where the pitch is the absolute right extreme of the square, and you have one side that's shorter in terms of a boundary, automatically you're overthinking your fielding positions, and because you've got to protect that shorter boundary, you end up having to make those adjustments, having third man fine leg up. And now you see the third man will go down because the longer boundary is the leg side, so he'll be much more relaxed there, Usman Mushtaq. Not getting the middle of the bat. He tried to go leg side, but only managed to hit that towards long off. Another single. So not a bad over this from Umar Jat so far. It's keeping the batters guessing.
Yeah, as a bowler, we've seen on international stages as well, in those leagues going around. We see that the fast bowlers stick with a deep point, a deep cover, and a long off, and try to bowl those wide Yorkers with the third in. That might be a good ploy as well going. Look at that. Fielder up in the circle. That didn't matter. And once again, Irfan drops another sitter here. And it's the same man, Salman Shahid, who survives another scare.
Bit harsh, don't you think, calling that a sitter? That was slapped away onto the offside. He had to cover a bit of ground. Diving forward, yeah, that should have been taken. Irfan putting that one down, and when you drop Salman Shahid, that doesn't smell good for Fly Emirates.
He initially took a lot of time to get going on that one. And that's the reason why I said it was a sitter. But in the end, it came at a quite comfortable height. Had he made those distances earlier, it would have been an easy forward chance. Another catch dropped by the same man and of the same batter as well. Very well bowled there. Very well played as well, wide of that fielder. Omar is bowling pretty nicely here. It's just that he's not getting support in the field.
Yeah, big open spaces on that leg side. This was the dropped catch that you were talking about. Oh, that should have been taken. He overran that one, I think, and this is the second one, where he did run and make ground, but just when trying to take it, I think it comes down to the absolute basic of taking catches, and that is you've got to have a stable base when you're taking catches. You can't be running while taking catches, so you can't be falling over.
Oh, off the edge. Lucky finds a no man's land. Your favorite area, Samir. A single to end over number 15. AZ Sports 110 for 5.
Usman Mushtaq will bowl his last over. 5 overs left in this innings. As Sharjah Malik has tried very hard in the last couple of overs to try and hit a couple of boundaries, but it just hasn't connected well enough. Well, it seems like umpire Umar Munir has offered a first warning to the batters because they've run right in the middle of the pitch. Which is not something you want to do.
Usually, what is the rule regarding running on the wicket for a batter? I've spoken to Imran Munir earlier because the same player who was bowling earlier, Sharjah Malik, in the quarter-final, he went into the danger area quite a few times. We'll come back to that point shortly. Looking to hit, and he's found the right area to hit straight down the ground, but exactly where the fielder is placed to cut that off. Just a single. So coming back to the point of running in the danger area, I was speaking to Imran Munir, and what he said was, as a bowler, you're given a friendly warning first of all, then again a friendly warning, then you're given an official warning, then second official warning, and then the bowler is taken off. For the batters, they'll be given a friendly warning, and then one more, and then an official warning. This is skied up in the air. Has he got enough of it? Yes, he does. A maximum on that occasion. Tried too many times and finally successful on that occasion.
Yeah, this one was right on that woody part of the bat. Full from Mushtaq, and he sized him up nicely, didn't he? Probably motivated by that warning that the umpire gave. Had some rage in him, and he's converted that into a maximum. Finally, getting some momentum going now, AZ Sports.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't want to be chancing that wicket at all. Believes in boundaries now. And look at that. One more time goes up. Not of the middle this time. Fielder getting underneath it. And he holds on to that one. One shot too many there from Sharjah Malik. And he's got to depart.
3 out of 3 catches for Kumar. And he makes them look extremely easy. Looking to repeat the one that he did in the previous ball. But this time, once again, getting the slice of the bat and not the middle of it. And Kumar holds on to that one quite comfortably. So Usman Mushtaq picks up the second wicket for himself and the sixth wicket of AZ Sports. Shari Malik walks away for 17 of 13 balls. Just 1 6 in his short stay. It's 118 for 6. Six wickets down are AZ Sports. Abdul Rahim, the new batter in. Salman Shahid still out there. Usman Mushtaq has picked up his second wicket. So successful once again with the ball in hand. The skipper of Emirates in this plate final. Nicely bowled. That's where you want to be to the new batter. Nice and straight onto the stumps. And a dot ball. One more ball left in this over. Offered a bit of flight. This has been hammered. How far has this gone? Not as far, because Krishna once again holds on to a superb catch. You can't pass him. Safe as houses.
Look at that. Smart bowling. Give it some air. Ask the batter to go over the top. And Krishna is not going to be dropping those. That's the fourth one of the match by that man, Kumar, Krishna Kumar. And third wicket for Mushtaq in the form of Abdul Rahim. There's a third duck on the trot for him. AZ Sports 118 for 7. It's going to be Umar Jat with his third over. Salman Shahid on strike. Oh, look at that. Extra bounce straight away for him. Likes to bowl with pace and brings that shoulder into play.
Yeah, he's the kind of bowler where you don't think it's going to come at that pace to you, but you can get surprised as a batter. Doesn't have a long run up. Doesn't have one of those typical intimidating fast bowlers action. But he can surprise you with his pace and bounce.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. Once again, dug in short. And I think it will be one for the over. past the helmet, and this is what you want to do when you're digging it short. You want to be above that shoulder height, almost towards that helmet, because anything sitting up to the chest or hip high would travel the distance, especially with the short boundary on the leg side.
Yeah, the direction is also very important. Want to be as straight as possible. You don't want to give it too much width. Mixing it up very, very nicely here is Umar Jatt. He's bowled 3 different balls now. Salman Shahid has been left wandering. 3 dot balls in the 17th over. This is not working out for AZ Sports.
Looking to go really hard, Salman Shahid. They had that opportunity to play it behind point. Short third and point in the circle. There's nobody protecting the boundary on the cover. Look at that. It's our associate sponsor, Thimar Al Madina Real Estate LLC. Hats off to them for supporting this wonderful cause of the Sharjah Ramadan, 35th edition of the Sharjah Ramadan T20 League.
Full toss. Powered towards long on. Finally, Salman Shahid will get a single in this over. With Yameen, the new batter, in on strike now. And that, of course, is our main sponsor, Royal Phoenix Clinic. Awesome to have them on board for the 35th edition of this Ramadan League here in Sharjah. They are, of course, playing as a team as well, so supporting in more ways than one our Royal Phoenix Clinic. So big thank you to them as our title sponsors. Of course, it is them that helps us put together these successful tournaments and bring you these pictures live. Oh, bowled him. Brilliantly done. Umar Jatt. What an over he's bowling. A Yorker. First ball to Yameen. And he's gone.
A brilliant first up delivery to the new batter. Can't think of a better delivery than that. Look at that bowl full. Shaped in back very late as well to clear the bat and hit the timber. Well, Yameen could not add much to the total. In fact, none. Goes out without troubling the scorers. First ball duck for him. 119 for 8.
Brilliant over this from Umar Jatt. Kamran is a new man in after the wicket of Yameen. 8 wickets down on AZ Sports. Oh, and another Yorker. This is top quality bowling from Umar Jatt. Just what we were saying. Doesn't look intimidating, but he can surprise you. Solid end to a solid over. 17 done. It's 119 for 8.
Well, it's going to be Wajahat Rasool spin from the other end. And the 7 districts, our support sponsor there. Also sponsoring the orange and purple cap to the best batter and best bowler of the tournament. And the support of these individuals and corporates that makes this a successful tournament altogether. So Wajahat Rasool went for plenty in his first 3 overs, 28. Haven't got a wicket. Good time to get one.
Well, the first ball has been hammered downtown for a maximum. So Wajahat's story of conceding too many continues here. The rest of the bowlers have found success, but he has been carted around.
Look at that. Dances down the track. Didn't get it on the full, but went through with the shot. And he's connected that beautifully. Picks up a maximum, and at the right time, he's running out of partners, so he's got to do majority of the scoring. Make sure that he comes on strike more often than not. 49 for him of just 45 deliveries, just one shy away from a well-deserved 50.
Slog swept. Is it straight to the hands? Yes, doesn't get his 50. So Wajahat Rasool will have the last laugh here. Salman Shahid ran out of partners, had to do it all by himself, but unfortunately had to go out.
A good looking stroke there, but long boundary. Means he had to find the middle of the bat. Not off the middle, and he's got to depart. A very safe catch there from Sohaib. And Wajahat picks up his first wicket of the match, and the most important one in the context of the game. Salman Shahid walks out after scoring 49 of 46. AZ Sports 125 for 9.
Ijaz Ahmed for AZ Sports. They'll have a slip in place. Emirates showing their prowess here, the dominant position that they're in. Nicely driven straight to the fielder. The field is in on the offside.
He bowls a really good googly. I was thinking that he would be bowling that to the new batter. Goes for the flipper straight away.
That was a much straighter one. He has pushed it towards third man, and they've managed to cross over for a single. Now, with the departure of Salman Shahid, AZ Sports will have to make do with something like 130, 135 at least. Because they've got 2+ overs left, but no batters remaining, unfortunately.
Well, good to see a slip in place there. Looking to attack. Oh, very good delivery. Watchfully played. No feet movement whatsoever. That was very close.
Yeah, instructions from the management will be to try and bat the 20 overs. Don't lose this last wicket. Get those 1s and 2s, whatever's on offer. And then we come back and bowl and defend what we've got. Oh, this is high. Very, very high. But I don't think... Oh, no, in fact, it's gone the distance. Wow, much against the run of play here. A maximum to end Wajahat's expensive spell here today. 1 for 41 to him. But the 130 comes up for AZ Sports with that 6. 132 for 9 with 2 overs left in this innings.
Umarjat with his last over takes the pace off that one. Well, he's picked a couple of wickets with that Yorker. And straight away you can see change of pace. Playing with the minds of the batter there.
Yeah, it is a setup, I'm sure. He's probably going to bowl two of them wide outside off and then bang that Yorker in just to surprise Ijaz Ahmed. Oh, that one was straight, heading towards the stumps, but Ijaz has managed to get his bat down on time, carved that towards backward point. I'll give the strike back to Kamran, who's hit a monstrous six in that previous over. If he can get a couple more here in these last few balls, get to that 150 mark somehow, crawl there, and the bowlers will have something to bowl at.
Yeah, absolutely. Kamran with that six has given the impression that he can clear the field. There were 6 fielders in the circle. 2 Ijaz, and now all of them have gone to the boundary, just 4 in the circle. And look at that swing of the blade. No connection whatsoever. But again, it's about hitting the right length. Look at that, giving it flight, and rightfully so. But Kamran was up to the task. Hit it right off the middle of the bat towards the longest part of the ground. Takes some doing to clear that kind of a boundary.
Yeah, it's one of those old school hoiks. He'll go and tell his children, I scored a 6 in Sharjah Stadium. 9 deliveries left in this innings. Oh, short one. Onto his body. They're coming back. Oh, that could have been a chance there, but Melon has just eaten some watermelon, it seems like. His hands are slippery.
Well done. You come up with such amazing things.
Well, he's a fellow Sri Lankan, so I'm sure he can forgive me for things like that.
Absolutely. Well, just missing out on an opportunity to get the batter run out on that occasion. But I like the presence of mind. Watermelons and Milan to go along. Good way. Takes the pace off, running for that quick single. Shayad the stumps would have had him, and I think he's had him there. Krishna Kumar can do nothing wrong here tonight. Finds the bullseye once again.
Wow, what a match he's having out there in the field, Krishna Kumar. 4 quality catches, and then this one-handed pickup, throw at the non-strikers in, and boom, he's got the 3 stumps. Solid fielding effort by Krishna Kumar, and an even more solid bowling effort from Fly Emirates. They've restricted AZ Sports to 134, got them bowled out inside 19 overs. They were under the pump early on. They did get a good start, AZ Sports, but they've come back brilliantly, Fly Emirates. A superb bowling effort. Now they'll have to come out and chase these 134 runs that they've conceded. Right at the top, Salman Shahid and Rizwan. Rizwan unable to contribute. Salman, though, was the lone warrior for AZ Sports. Scored more than 1/3 of the team's total. Unstunned. Well, unfortunate to miss out. Playing at the leg side and getting caught. 10 off 10 for him. Bhuta, he was looking to cut loose. 30 off 14 to him. Seemed like him and Salman Shahid were putting on a good partnership, but the rest of the batting failed to impress from AZ Sports. And look at those 3 wickets. Mushtaq with the wicket of Thapar, Malik and Abdur really jolted the door on AZ Sports, not allowing them to get any momentum whatsoever. Just 6 extras, so that also tells you the discipline with which Fly Emirates have bowled tonight. Ask very gettable required run rate of 6.75. We'll take a quick break, and when we are back, it will be the chase. Emirates are taking on AZ Sports. We just finished the first innings where AZ Sports managed only 134 runs. They were bowled out, in fact, and Fly Emirates now require 1 run more than what they gave away. 135 to be crowned as the play champions of this Royal Phoenix Clinic. Sharjah Ramadan League 2024. We're in the business end. We're in the end of what has been a fantastic tournament throughout the month of fasting. And as we do get confirmation that it is not going to be Eid tomorrow, there's going to be one more day of fasting. But will it be Eid for Fly Emirates or AZ Sports? That is the question that remains to be answered, and we will find out in the next hour and a half or so. Which is the two batters out there, along with the fielders of AZ Sports. They'll have to bowl extremely, extremely well to try and defend this score that they've put up against a quality side like Fly Emirates. To take you through the first few overs alongside me, Adnan Arif once again. Good evening. A good game on our hands.
Yeah, good evening, Samir. Absolutely. A good contest with the bat and the ball up for grabs for both the teams. Fly Emirates opener Ansar Hashir was among the runs for Fly Emirates when they were playing the semi-final. Almost got their team over the line. An important 50 from him. And at a very good strike rate as well. Is going to be the man of the match from the last match. Khurram. In fact, Kamran Ali, the man of the match from the last match, picked up 3 important wickets in 3 overs, gave away just 3 runs in the semi-final. Right, Fly Emirates got to chase 30 less than what they chased in semi-final. And AZ Sports defending 20 less than what they put up in their semi-finals.
Bit of early movement for him. Kamran going fuller outside off to Hashir. He does look like one of those big units. He will look to play his shots early on. I think Fly Emirates will have to be positive. Yes, the target isn't a big one, but they've got to play their natural game. The moment you think too much about that score, it does come back and bite you. Those medium scores sometimes can be quite tricky.
Yeah, absolutely. These 130s, 140s are very tricky. Sometimes you feel that you have enough time to chase that down. A low full toss on that occasion will pick up a single chance of a run out. And I think he's made that pretty comfortably.
Yeah, set off quickly. Looking for that fuller delivery was Kamran. Went for a full toss. And they will get their first runs, Fly Emirates, off the bat of Hashir, who's off the mark. And now it's going to be the lefty, Yasita Abekun. A strong, stylish left-handed Sri Lankan. He struggled for runs, but certainly someone who can crank it up when required.
Yeah, absolutely. A good opportunity for him to show his worth in the big game finals here. Short of runs, absolutely, in this tournament. But the captain and the management have the belief in him.
Yeah, they don't have Sendil, which is a loss for Fly Emirates. He's someone who constantly gets them good starts. So Yashita needs to take responsibility here.
Yeah, and also Krishna Karate, very important name, who's missing out of action tonight. Oh, brilliant first delivery to the left-hander. So Kamran, he's bowling pretty decently here. We're talking about that total 130s, 140s. The batters do think that they have enough time to chase it down, and they lose a lot of wickets, not showing intent early in the power play. And then that run rate slowly creeps up and up, goes to unmanageable rates later on.
Yeah, when you don't get a good start in these totals, in these chases, you end up chasing something like 160. It becomes a total like that, doesn't it? Down the leg side this time. He's asking a question. I'm not sure what he's asking about because it seemed like the ball bumped after it passed the batter. Umpire Brahmadi says it touched nothing. It will be a wide.
Bowler was more interested in that brush off the pads. And you can see that very close to the pads, but I think Imran Munir was spot on there.
Yeah, Yasita Abekun being very iffy. Even the first ball that he faced, just fishing outside off, that's a sign of a man who's short of runs, who's not found form. I think today, like you said, is a good chance for him to try and spend some time out there, get some bat on ball, use this opportunity to get some runs for himself. What better time to do it than in a final for your team? Once again, full, this time outside off, and another dot ball.
Well, the ball not really bouncing there. On a couple of bounces to the keeper. Certainly variable bounce there off the surface. He's bowling pretty good channels. It's just about picking up early wickets for AZ Sports here. Can't really go wicketless and can't even allow them a good start in terms of runs.
Yeah, he's keeping it full, which is encouraging to see. He knows that the only way that swing can help him, that movement can help him, is by getting it full and getting the batter to play at it. Oh, this time he's beautifully carved that through the covers for a 4. That came off the middle of the bat. Yasita Bekun gets off the mark in style.
Well, under the bat and too much width. And Yasita, he's not going to miss out on that opportunity. Gets off the mark in style with that brilliant looking cover drive. Very well done. It was all along the carpet. No risk whatsoever. It's the first boundary on board for Fly Emirates.
Looking for that swing, looking for that movement. But too far outside off was Kamran on that occasion. It needs to be in line with the stumps early on. Well, that's the only chance you're going to get the batter to play a false shot. Now a bit of an adjustment in the field here. There's a extra cover being dropped down to the boundary, and one fielder from the leg side has come in to strengthen the field on the offside.
Well, can't afford to go in line with the stumps here. Drifting on the pads would be penalized. Nobody protecting the boundary on the leg side. And he goes towards leg. He's gotten away with that one. A little bit of tickle onto that one would have just gone away to a boundary.
Yeah, fine leg is up in the circle. The two fielders outside are third man and that deep extra cover we were talking about. And he's pulled the length back as well immediately after getting hit for a boundary. Already a good start this for Fly Emirates.
And not the right line to be bowling. Look at that fine leg, mid wicket, mid on, all up in the circle. Nobody protecting boundary on the leg side. This is better line, but very well played there by Yasita. Using the pace of the bowler to his advantage. Creams that gap between point and backward point for another important boundary. Off to a flyer. Fly Emirates here after the first over, 11 for no loss. Start off from the Mukhatir end. And he starts off down the leg side. The keeper also unable to pick that up. It seems like his troubles have not ended in terms of offering extras. Yeah, absolutely. Starting from where he left last night. Bowled, I think, 17 deliveries in that over. A lot of wides and no balls in that over. And today again, he starts off down the leg side. Yesterday, I was talking about one important point. He was bowling seam up, and throughout the over, he kept on bowling seam up, never held it across the seam. And somebody or someone needs to go and approach the bowler to do that. A very good delivery.
Yeah, good comeback. Getting big on Hashir. But he's managed to push that with soft hands and get a single. I think as a left-armer, when you're bowling to a right-hander especially, the one thing you've got to do is get close to the umpire. This was the boundary of the last ball of the last over. Very classily done by Yasita Bekun. It was one of those textbook shots, getting onto the back foot and cutting it away past point. Just to get back on that point. When you're bowling to a right-hander, it's never easy for you to bring your angle far away to that off-stump side. So you've got to be as close as to the umpire as possible if you want to start on the off stump.
Very good point there, being a left arm fast bowler yourself. Under the bat, this is another boundary. Yashita is turning the heat on out there in the center. That's the third one of the night off the blade of Yashita.
Well, he's finding form, and that's not good news for AZ Sports. 2 full outside off, and a decent left-handed batter would have put that off. And Yashita is more than just a decent left-handed batter. Once again, lots of style, lots of class in that shot of his.
Yeah, slightly uppish, but more importantly, finds the gap there. That could have easily gone into the hands of one of the fielders there. But this is what happens when you show some courage, show some braveness. You tend to find boundaries. So far, so good from Yasuda. 12 of just 5 deliveries, 3 boundaries in that 12.
Well, it's a sorry story for Sharjah Malik. We talked about his previous game where he struggled with so many wides. And the story continues here. 5 wides now. Runs being gifted to Fly Emirates.
Make that 7 wides. In fact, 8 of them. First wide, given away 2 extras. And this one, no chance for the wicketkeeper to get any part of his glove onto that. Though he's getting movement there, but not channeling in the right direction. And he's got to pay for those wayward deliveries.
It's just in his delivery stride, he seems to be having some problem in control. I think he falls away after he finishes. And that's probably taking the ball further away from the left-hander. He needs to find that control in his delivery stride. 24 for none. It's a good start, a very good start for Fly Emirates already. Oh, this is taken off from the surface. It was quick, and there was a bit of extra bounce on that one. We talked about it being a 2-paced pitch, and that bit of grassy patch in the middle of the pitch, that has allowed the ball to sometimes take that extra bit of bounce. That really surprised Yashita. Look at where the keeper has taken it above his shoulders. Another wide. Sharjah Malik is struggling here. Going too far outside off, and that'll be the 3rd time he'll have to re-bowl that one in this over. It's going to be a tough night for him if he continues like this. 24 for none in just 1.5 overs. Fly Emirates well on course to chase this 135 down. This has gone through the keeper. Yashita Abekon has tried to hit that. It's missed the bat. It's missed the keeper. In fact, it's missed everything and gone to the boundary. So 4 byes now. Runs are coming easily for Fly Emirates here. No fault from Sharjah Malik this time. The fault lies with the keeper.
Well, Salman has just missed an easy forward take there. He's a professional wicket keeper. He can't be doing that really. He's got to have his body behind the line. At least get those gloves behind Sharjah Malik. Already not having a good night. And these runs also adds a lot of pressure onto the bowlers. Look at that. Movement away from the left-hander. He does have the ability to swing. And look at that. Not really happy with the effort.
This one came back in. Nice and straight by Sharjah Malik. And I think the keeper was probably a bit surprised himself because the previous delivery to that, Adnan, if you remember, really took off and he took it at shoulder height. And the next one immediately stayed low and it even fell short of him. So he would have probably made an adjustment and gone further behind after that short ball, given that it might rise again. And because he went behind, it fell short of him. So not easy keeping on wickets like this where the bounce is a bit variable. Nicely bowled, very nicely done. There you go, look at that. A bit of bounce again. Sharjah Malik, a long, long over once again. Comes to an end. 29 for none.
Well, it's going to be the captain, Anjum Zishan Khan. He's already seen the couple of overs going for too many. He brings himself on, takes that responsibility to contain those runs and probably pick up a wicket in the process. 29 for no loss after 2 overs. What a start this has been for Fly Emirates.
It's certainly taken off Fly Emirates, that's for sure. Hashir now facing up against a spin of Zishan Anjum. He'll probably enjoy, look forward to try and go big. It's still inside the power play, so we might see some shots coming in from him in this over. Our leg side is well protected in the deep. There's a deep mid wicket, long on, and a square leg inside the 30-yard circle. It starts off down the leg side and another wide. So the extras continue to pile up by AZ Sports. 16 extras already in 2 overs. 30 for no loss now. Just pushing that fine leg fielder towards, third man fielder towards fine leg. And Hashir, well, he backs up and heaves that towards the leg side and it goes to the boundary. So Hashir picks up his first 4. And the runs continue to flow for Fly Emirates.
Not exactly where he wanted to hit that, but good enough connection to take it towards the boundary on square leg. He'll take it any day. First boundary for him. Moves on to 6 of 4 deliveries.
Just 101 runs more required now. Becoming all too easy here for Fly Emirates. This has gone extremely high. And it's gone extremely far as well. The first maximum of the Fly Emirates innings off the bat of Hashir Ansar.
He likes to hit them big. And look at that, backing away, opening up the offside. And how well has he gone through with the shot. He was not under the bat. He had to make some adjustment. And he's connected that one off the middle and rightfully over the fielder.
Oh, outside edge, and this will run away as well. No luck for AZ Sports tonight. Too many extras, too many boundaries. I don't think the idea of spin so early is a good one, Adnan.
Well, 15 off the first 3 already. Look at that. Nothing's working their favor. Off the edge. And it just flies towards that deep third boundary for another 4. A maximum and 2 boundaries already of the first 3 deliveries. And Anjum under a lot of pressure here.
This one's high again, but mid-off is up in the circle and a superb catch. A brilliant catch. It needed something special. And something special is what AZ Sports have produced.
They're going for one shot. Too many there. Look at that. Pull the length back a bit. Not off the middle of the bat. And brilliantly done there by Rizwan. Look at that. A one-hander from him. And you need such kind of efforts if you're defending a very low total. Ansar Hashir goes out after scoring 16 of 7 deliveries. Anjum picks up his first wicket. And it's the first wicket of Fly Emirates on 44.
That's a wicket against the run of play, really. The boundaries were flowing, and suddenly Hashir Ansar getting out to a superb catch at mid-off by Rizwan. The skipper gets the breakthrough, and he starts off with a quicker one to the new batter.
Yeah, good comeback from Anjum. Went for a few runs, but he's picked up that important wicket of Ansar. He can be really devastating at the top in the power play especially. Saw that against 7 Districts Juniors. looking to up the ante here. Irfan Arif is out here with purpose, and look at that. That should have easily been another wicket. And Bhuta Singh has just dropped another sitter.
Well, it's almost as if he almost helped it to the boundary. Nice and straight by Irfan, not really taking any sighters. Oh, that should have been taken. It's gone straight through his hands, one bounce past the boundary line. 4 signal by Imran Munir. What a way to get off the mark. In just 3 overs, Fly Emirates are 48 for 1. Another change in the bowling, so not bowling in spells yet, just 1 over each. This time it will be Adil Yameen to bowl to Yashita Bekun, who's on strike. 48 runs on the board for Fly Emirates. They're sitting extremely comfortably here. Third man down on the boundary line, and so is deep mid-wicket. Starts off with a full delivery outside off, stays low, and a dot ball.
Well, Fly Emirates have got a jet start here. 48 for 1. I'll be very happy with the efforts from their openers. 44 for the first wicket, and in no time. And the equation is down to 5 and over required from here onwards.
Yeah, very much assisted by some very ordinary bowling from AZ Sports. They've just not turned up in this plate final. Been too indisciplined. They've paid the price for it right then. This is an interesting move. There's a slip in place for Yashita Bekun. Maybe just tempt him with that full delivery outside off, get him to drive. But he's bowled down the leg side now. This has been the problem. You have a plan, but the plan is useless without executing it properly.
Yeah, absolutely. And the first delivery that he bowled, he got that movement away from the left-hander. Better off starting from the middle stump, then fourth stump or fifth stump towards the leg side. Going for that exaggerated swing. Not really there. Just get your line right first and then try out the variations.
We'll have to re-bowl that one. Another extra added to the total. 49 runs now. Fly Emirates have very quickly compiled these runs. That's better. That's where you want to be. When you have that slip in place, when you want to try and pick up a wicket early on, when there's swing on offer, you are got to be on that fourth stump line. Kashif Billah, umpire, is having a little look there at the danger area. They did get a warning when batting the AZ Sports team. Let's keep a watchful eye. There's another final coming up, so they need to have this wicket in good shape.
Absolutely. They need to watch that danger area. They don't want to be conceding 5 penalty runs here. And in the process get that bowler off as well.
Well, he's taken then the wicket keeper, but it took some effort, didn't it? 50 comes up for Fly Emirates in just the 4th over. And most of those runs have been from extras.
You always talk about that no-look shot. That was the no-look take from the wicket-keeper.
Yeah, he's been kept busy behind the stumps, Salman Shahid. There have been a lot of wavered deliveries, and he's had to jump around to his leg side, to his right and left. It's been a real problem for AZ Sports, even in the previous game, as you were mentioning. Too many extras offered. They did manage to win that one, the semi-finals, but in the finals, you can't be so indisciplined and get away with it. Good teams like Fly Emirates will make you punish. will punish you.
Drifting on the pads. They'll take a single as leg buys. An opportunity missed there by Yashita. Just one fielder protecting the boundary on the leg side. It was juicy. Low full toss. Could have put it anywhere, but could only manage to find his pads.
Yeah, as much as getting extras is a good thing, Adnan, as a batter, sometimes it can frustrate you because you've barely felt ball on bat. You've not had any deliveries coming straight at you. And in a way, it can sometimes break your own momentum as a batter because there have been so many wayward deliveries. You haven't really felt bat on ball. That's probably what happened to Yashita Bekun there. We saw him creaming a couple of nice boundaries in that first couple of overs. But after that, he just hasn't felt bat on ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And at times, you'll see him reaching out to those wides to get some bat on it.
And make that one more wide. I think AZ Sports seem to be in a hurry to get this done here. 3.5 overs. It's taken them forever to bowl these. And they've already given away 52 runs to Fly Emirates. Adil Yameen now struggling with the wides. Earlier we saw Sherry Malik, the left armer, struggling to get his line right. Now Adil Yameen has been all over the place as well. There's no talking with the bowler here. At least the skipper needs to be in that mid-off, mid-on position. Keep having a conversation with the bowler. Relax him, calm him down. Irfan Arif hits that straight to mid-off. The skipper's there, Zishan Anjum. A direct hit, but it seems like Irfan was well inside. Another single will be taken. So despite those wides, it's still been a very quiet over. Just 4 runs off it from Adil Yameen. When he's got it right, he's got it right well enough, but other than that, he's bowled very waywardly. Just having another look at that. Yeah, Irfan was well inside by the time the ball rattled the stumps. Full onto his legs, and he's picked that up very nicely, Yashita Bekun. Presenting the full face of the bat, going over mid-on. And that's always a safe place to go when the fielder is up in the circle. A boundary again for Yashita Bekun. He's looked good this evening. Finally finding some form and finally finding some runs is Yashita Bekun. He moves on to 16 of 13. Fly Emirates are getting closer and closer to that target of 135. Looking all too easy for them.
Undragane. This is what the Sri Lankan mates say when you hit such shots.
Anna Hari Macha.
Anna Hari Macha, near mine. Well done,
You spent a
Yashita.
bit of time with some Sri Lankan cricketers, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Played a lot of cricket with the Sri Lankan indoor team. Very good delivery there and very well executed there from Yashita. Running those couple of runs hard, and they're coming back for the third one, and they'll make it comfortably. Good running as well. You can see some urgency out there in the center. They want to chase this down very quickly. 4 overs done, going along nicely at 15 and over. 60 for 1. Has made 19, Irfan Arif has made 5, but the extras column, 20 runs. Extras is the highest run getter for Fly Emirates so far. Such has been the wayward bowling from
AZ Sports, they've only got themselves to blame for the way Fly Emirates have started things off here. Right, then Zishan Anjum will bowl his second over. Still a bit of spin, and we're still inside the power play. He fine-tunes his field. Played uppishly over the offside. Lots of real estate there. The fielders are all inside the circle, so a risk-free approach that from Yashita Bekun picks up another couple of runs.
You're going with the spin there, Yashita, and the right place to go. Gets enough bat on that one to clear the infield and will pick up a couple of runs. Right then, Yashita just goes past that top scorer. Extras. 21 for him and extras 20 in that innings.
Hold on, AZ Sports are not done yet. They might just offer a few more. It's going to be a good battle between Yashita and extras. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Forget about fetching that one. I'll tell you, when a left-hander drives, it's just glorious to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. That was lovely to watch. In the slot, didn't go for that big shot. Kept his shape and threw the covers for a brilliant boundary. So pleasing to the eyes. He's fought that form of his that you were mentioning about, and he's come well at the very right stage for Fly Emirates, and it's all about trust. They kept trusting him, they kept believing him, and he's stepping up in that big final.
Yeah, he's enjoyed batting so far. This one's flighted even more onto his pads. He's ducked that out, Yashita Bekun. And you can see from the body language of the AZ Sports fielders, they don't seem in it. Almost as if they've already resigned to their fate, that this game is well and truly beyond them now.
Yeah, just 4.5 runs per over from here onwards with 9 wickets in hand. Fly Emirates are certainly bossing the game at the moment. And I think they'll be chasing that down very quickly and finish this game off in style. Irfan Arif, he's a big hitter of the ball. Got away with that catch in the last over.
Oh, this one stayed low. He was looking for that slog sweep because there are no fielders on the leg side on that boundary line. Kept low, and a good take from Salman Shahid.
That will add a lot of confidence. Oh, hit hard down the ground. Long off in place, but he has no chance, absolutely no chance to get near it. What a hit once again from Irfan Arif.
Hit very firmly. Zishan, for a second, thought about putting his hand, but he said, no, thank you. I'd like to go home with a hand in place. And a boundary picked up by Irfan Arif. So he's looking to really go big here. Down the leg side, no protection there. Should run away to the boundary. The back-to-back boundaries for Irfan Arif. And another expensive over comes to an end. 75 after 5 overs. Fly Emirates are cruising at an altitude of 15 runs per over. Into the attack now, left arm spin. And Yashita Bekun straight away, trying to go big, but missing out on that one, very close to that off stump.
A very smart operator. Coming in a bit too late here. Look at that. Nobody protecting the boundary on the leg side. That means it is easy picking for Irfan Arif, who favors leg side. A quick single taken on that occasion. And they'll complete it comfortably. Sushen Thapar, a very good all-rounder. Didn't do much with the bat, but he'll be looking to make a mark with the ball.
The last over of the power play, if they can somehow pick up a couple of quick wickets, then maybe, just maybe, get a foot back into this game, because right now, Fly Emirates are just bossing it. Just 59 required of 88. Two very good batters out there who can easily end things very soon here. Some adjustment in the field before he bowls to the right-hander. Lots of flight, but it just didn't come on to him. Played it too early.
It was always going away from him. And the length and line as well. Very immaculate from Sushen Thapar. Keeping it away from that hitting arc. He's a very leg side dominated player, Irfan Arif. He'll be looking to go leg side again because it's a short boundary. He was licking his lips from the other end. And now he's got that end. But up against Sushen Thapar, who's a very smart operator.
This is down the ground. No fielder there. So one bounce into the fence. So very smartly done by Irfan Arif. He knew that Thapar is going to float it outside off. And he's gone to the safest possible place.
You look at that. Long levers. Making full use of that. Not really under that very easily. But those extension of arms just doing the rest for him. And timed that pretty nicely. One bounce and over the boundary fence.
Bowled him. This is what good bowlers do. You hit them for a boundary. They'll deceive you with their turn. They'll deceive you with their flight. And they'll deceive you with their pace.
Exactly what he does here. Sushen Thapar takes the pace off. Pulls the length back. And hits the timber. One shot too many for Irfan Arif as well. Survived a scare. But that was straightforward. 17 quick runs from him of just 9 deliveries. Provided that partnership they were looking for. Second wicket down on 80.
Khan, the new man in, and finally some success for AZ Sports. Thapar picking up that wicket. Offers a lot of flight, and wow, what a delivery. A bit of turn. In fact, more than a bit of turn. We've got a few good spinners coming up on display in the next game. The likes of Ayan Khan, Haider Ali. It's going to be an exciting one, the way this pitch is behaving. But a good over nevertheless from AZ Sports. Finally, 6 overs, 80 for 2. fight story continues here for AZ Sports. Yes, they've picked up that wicket. Now it's about trying to apply a bit more pressure here. Yes, it's only 54 needed of 84. But they've got to try and apply a bit more pressure, pick up a couple of wickets. Do not want to give up.
Yeah, Kamran needs to find his length here very early. Can't afford to be wayward. They're looking for wickets. They've got 2 already. Can they pick up a few quick wickets here and turn the game on its head? So far, Emirates are flying away with the start they've got in the power play. Just 54 required of 84 deliveries. It's about taking wickets from here onwards.
Yeah, they've got some batting to come as well. A very experienced and calm head of Usman Mushtaq yet to come in. Chahat Rasool can hit a few balls. So can Umar Jat. Melon Phillip is a decent batter himself. So things look good for Emirates here. And they can afford to play a few dot balls as well, just like that. The gap between runs and balls is wide enough for them to do that.
Absolutely. They need to get their wicket takers out there in the center as soon as you can. AZ Sports, pretty ordinary bowling from the bowlers there. Gave away too many extras. That was one of the reasons why Emirates got away with that kind of a start. Oh, very well played once again through the cover region. Went to that deep field in a jiffy. Just a single on that occasion.
Yeah, took a couple of steps towards the ball onto the offside and then playing it close to his front foot. Picks up a single. Yashita Bekun. He's looked very confident today with every shot that he's played. He's looked more and more in control. He's more watchful with the shots that he goes for. Earlier on was a bit iffy, trying to just fish outside off stump, but now he's a bit more decisive in his stroke making. The longer you spend, the more time you spend out there on a pitch like this, you can become confident.
Good delivery, very watchfully played, wide off that deep third fielder, running the first one hard, and they'll come back for the second. So Sohaib gets off the mark with those couple of runs. Very good looking shot.
Yeah, they're going to be smart from here onwards. No need to take any big risks. Yes, they've got plenty of batting to come, but it is a big final. Get the job done. Get those runs and celebrate into the evening.
More importantly, have that early Eid for yourself.
Arrive ahead of schedule because they are a Emirates team after all. Pushed towards mid-on, had a bit of work to do, so they will manage to get the single.
Right then, a single taken there by Sohaib. Very smartly done. Oh, very good delivery. Big appeal. But I think it's just exaggerated one. Usman Munir not really interested in that.
And that took a bit of bounce, didn't it? It landed on that grassy patch. Yeah, that's the one that takes off really. Asita Bekun was staying low to try and cut that away, but it did get big on him. There's a bit of breeze blowing suddenly, as you can see. Earlier on, we saw Imran Munir, the umpire's picture, and now even the bowler's shirt gives you an indication that there is a bit of breeze blowing across the ground.
Which means no dew.
You've played a lot of cricket here, haven't you? You would know better than anyone else in this room. And that should set us up for a good cup final as well. Evenly matched. The toss not having much of an effect. Nicely done. Very, very nicely done. And that'll run away to the boundary. Cheeky from Yashita Bekun. There was no third man. And he saw that. And that's why he waited for the ball to get to him. Played it very, very late.
Well, we've just realized that there is no third in place. But Yashita, he's got his mojo going here. He's found his mojo. 32 for him of just 23 deliveries. 7 overs done, 89 for 2. Well, it's going to be Sushen Thapar to continue his second over. Bowled a brilliant last over of the power play. His first one of the match. Picked up that important wicket of Irfan Arif, who's looking threatening. And it's now time to introduce you to my co-com. Always welcome back.
Thank you very much, Adnan. It's certainly been one-way traffic this game. Fly Emirates. How amazing were they with the ball? And now cruising along very nicely. 89 for 2, and we're just in the 8th over.
Very well played there. Waited for the ball to arrive and placed it perfectly behind point. Might pick up a boundary, but a good effort from the fielder. Will keep it away from that. But 3 important runs taken on that occasion. They seem to be batting on a really different surface here altogether. Fly Emirates.
They've been simply amazing, these batsmen. Look at that effort. That's excellent in the deep, saving 1 run for his side. They've given a lot of extras for my liking. 21 extras. You don't want to give that when you're scoring a low total.
Yeah, that's also the second highest scorer of the match.
Watchfully played, tucked towards the mid-wicket region. They're looking for the second run, and they will get it comfortably.
Jogging through for the second. Look at that. Pretty big boundary on the leg side. The fielders need to move in close. Can't be sitting on the edge of the boundaries there. Very well bowled. Watchfully played. Chance of a run out. But very well run there by Sohaib. He's a quick runner. Called for it and reached there safely.
Yeah, there's a lot they would have learned from this game as AZ Sports. Giving away too many extras. Defending a modest total.
And drifting on the path. This is just easy work for Sohaib. Very classical batter. Likes to play with a lot of control. Picks up a single to bring back Yasita back on strike. Thapar has bowled well, but not got the right field in place. And probably that's the reason why they're able to play him out for singles and couple of runs.
You can see the shoulders are down. The team, they're sensing a defeat here. Fly Emirates have been excellent tonight.
Oh, what a catch once again from Rizwan. It's the same man who picked up that first catch and once again picks up another one-hander. Brilliant stuff from Rizwan.
Well, look at that. What an absolute blinder, tossing the ball up, trying to cut that. And look at this effort, one-handed catch, beautiful.
Somebody needs to go and check his hand there. If he's got some glue onto that one, it's just sticking on. What a brilliant take that was to dismiss Yasita. Goes out after scoring a valuable 35 for his team of 26 deliveries. And Thapar picks up his second wicket of the match, 96 for 3.
By then, Fly Emirates must be very pleased with this effort. They've gone along really nicely, scoring 96. The loss of 3 wickets. We're just in the 9th over. They require another 39 runs and clinch that title of final. Remember, this is the final. It's a big game. And how well did Fly Emirates come up to the occasion? Topper just doing a few minor adjustments in his field. He's bowled well. He's bowled a couple of overs, picked up 2 wickets. It's been miserly cheap, giving away just the 12 runs. Oh, that was right in the block hole. Very watchfully played by the batsman. It'll be just a single. The new man walks in is Usman Mushtaq. Well, he needs no introduction. He's a phenomenal batsman. He's been an absolute asset for his side, has been Usman Mushtaq. He's come in a very comfortable position when his team requires just the 38 runs and 71 balls. Oh, this time drifting towards the pads. Usman playing it watchfully. AZ Sports have missed a trick or two. This wicket had a lot to offer. We have seen if you bowl at the right channels, you get some purchase from this track, from the spinners and from the medium paces as well. But it's just that it was an off day for AZ Sports. Fly Emirates, how well have they capitalized today? Once again, Fuller playing it beautifully towards that long run region is Suhaib. Yeah, they can do this in singles and doubles. There's no need for these big hits. They're absolutely cruising along. It's been an absolute phenomenal effort from Fly Emirates. Once again, a Fuller delivery. It has been driven beautifully towards that cover region. Batsman coming back for the second, and they will get there comfortably. Yeah, good understanding between these two batsmen, Usman Mushtaq and Suhaib, two very experienced campaigners. And with that 2 runs, Fly Emirates have scored their 100 in the 9th over. It's been absolutely brilliant. Once again, pitch short, cut away, and cut away hard. This will race away to the boundary like a tracer bullet.
This is bread and butter for Usman Mushtaq. It's very strong through the point region. A little bit short and with outside off. Look at that. Bowled with pace as well. And using that pace to his advantage. Usman Mushtaq finds the gap to perfection. Picks up his first boundary of the match. Score moves on to 105 for 3. This is the 9th over. They've brought up the 100 up. Just 30 required of 67 deliveries. About taking wickets here for AZ Sports. Smart batting.
And that's a better length, a better comeback delivery by Kamran. You do not want to be bowling anything short to Usman Mushtaq. He's very powerful in that cover region. And we have overthrows not required at this stage of the game. Umpires would want to have a check.
And 9 overs done. 107 for 3.
Thapa to continue from the Bukhatir end. Tossed up delivery. picked up beautifully. Has launched that towards that mid-wicket region for another maximum.
Well, that has gone out of the ground. What a shot this is from Sohaib in his arc. Very quick to pounce on that opportunity. Hits it really hard. When he stays, it stays hit. Cleared the field by quite some distance, and a new box of ball arrives here. Very good looking stroke that was from Sohaib. We all know how good a batter he is. He's not going to miss out on that opportunity. Well, AZ Sports have got to do something different here. Fly Emirates are running away with the game pretty easily. Just 4 fielders in the circle. That was a tossed up delivery, hit me delivery. And he's taken that invitation and goes all the way for a maximum.
Well, he's been brilliant, has been Sohaib tonight. Came underneath the ball and absolutely middle that. That was a gigantic hit. Spoiling the figures of Thapar. He's bowling brilliantly. Try to come back strong.
Gives it some air once again. So he's not afraid to toss it up. AZ Sports sticking with that 4 fielders in the circle. Well, just 20 required and you want wickets. Have more fielders in the circle. Ask the batter to do something different. Very well bowled and watchfully played. That's easy cricket. They've got that calculated risk in their favour, and now it's about rotation of strike. Just 21 left of 63 deliveries.
Well, the idea is right here from Thapar. He's trying to toss the ball up and he's inviting the batsman to go big and expecting him to try and go big. Oh, that's a beautiful comeback delivery by Thapar, darting it right into the stumps. And as we speak, we have a change in the comm box. Welcome, Samir.
Thanks, Wes. One-way street, isn't it? For Fly Emirates, they've been dominant, they've been ruthless and comprehensive in this match so far. They continue to take upward strides here in Sharjah. Unfortunately for AZ Sports, Shashank Thapar has been the only bowler who's looked like he's turned up. The rest of them, not so much. Fly Emirates very well in control here. 10 overs done, it's 115 for 3.
We have a change in the bowling from Sharjah Academy, and that was a wayward delivery, straying down towards that legs. Not a good start by Jazz.
Yeah, now just going through the motions here. Formalities being completed with 18 runs to get. Just a matter of time that Fly Emirates are going to complete a dominant victory here. Ijaz Ahmed to bowl the 11th over. Senior veteran in the team, just having an arm roll over. Another single is added to the total. Mushtaq has been brilliant. He's walked out, batted confidently, the skipper. And that's the kind of person you need in the middle, in the centre, just controlling that middle order.
Certainly, they've been absolutely brilliant tonight, has been Fly Emirates. Once again, tossed up delivery. Watchfully played there by Mushtaq. And they've been really good, has been Fly Emirates. They've taken calculated risk. They haven't gone for everything. Where they had the opportunities, they went for the big strokes. Otherwise, it was a very calculated innings from Fly Emirates.
And they also were assisted by some very wayward bowling from AZ Sports. Lots of wides, lots of extras. And I was mighty impressed with Yasir Tabeko. I thought he was struggling for form. And today he used those wayward deliveries to his advantage, took his time, stayed out there. And then when he was middling the ball, he was looking $1 million. And that innings from him really set the foundation for Fly Emirates to chase this down. We were talking about it earlier, Wes, when we started the innings, that these kind of totals can be tricky sometimes. You can get caught in the middle, not trying to go too hard, trying to be relaxed, but Fly Emirates have done well. And it seems like they'll chase it down quite quickly.
When you're defending a low total, you're expecting your bowlers to get you early wickets, because that is the only way you can stay in the game. Early wickets always dent the opponents. But it wasn't the day of AZ Sports.
Yeah, they've done well to make it to the final, but certainly Fly Emirates have been the better team of the two. Reached out to that one and pushed it towards the off, Mushtaq, and one more single. So just 12 runs away from a fine victory of Fly Emirates, 123 for 3. All the batters getting starts. Hashir Ansar looked to be aggressive, 16 off 7. Yashita played a brilliant innings, 35 off 26. Irfan Arif also a couple of big lusty blows from him, 17 off 9. And now these two have combined in the middle to apply the finishing touches here for Fly Emirates, get them landed safely and win this plate category of the Sharjah Cricket 35th Ramadan League. Shashank Thapar has been the one silver lining for AZ Sports in what has been a very dark cloud. Softly pushed, another single.
Yeah, he's been the pick of bowlers, has been Thapar. He's been very disciplined with his line and lengths. He's kept wicket to wicket, and he hasn't gone for many runs. And out of these three wickets, he's picked up a couple of them.
And has not been afraid to flight it. Despite the way the batters have gone about, he's been courageous enough to give that ball some flight, land it in the right areas, and you will find assistance on this track if you are willing to do that. Nicely chipped towards the leg side. Would be another single.
Yeah, and that is the right way to go on this track. The moment you go quicker, you'll see that you will not get any purchase from this track. So the idea is right here from Thapar.
Unfortunately, he's had to do it all by himself, has had no support from the rest of the bowlers of AZ Sport. They just haven't turned up. Bowling his last over now. And these two will know very well not to take any risks against him. That's a outside edge of Mushtaq. Runs away towards third man. The skipper will give it a chase, and 2 more runs will be added to the total. That's down to single digits now, required for Fly Emirates to complete a comprehensive victory.
Yeah, just the 8 runs required now from lifting that title. Played nicely towards the mid-wicket region. It will be the end of the 12th over, 128 for 3. Ijaz to ball the 13th over. Darting towards those pads, luckily going straight into the hands of the fielders.
And they're doing it at a single at a time. Now just one shot away. Will Sohaib look to do it in style? Get a maximum. Wrap up the game. Oh, it has pulled that away. It is a longer boundary. It's gone straight to the hands, so will only be a single.
He tried going for that glory shot on that occasion, but not getting that connection. Is Sohaib.
Yeah, that is the calm and wise head of Usman Mushtaq. He could easily try and play a big shot and finish the game, but he's one of those calm heads that the Fly Emirates have had as a skipper, and that's why they've made it this far as well. He's more than happy to get that single, get off strike, let the young batter like Sohaib Khan get those winnings runs if he wants to.
Yeah, both these teams have been excellent throughout the tournament. They've reached the finals and have given us a good show. It's just that Fly Emirates held their nerves, punched down the ground for a single. A good partnership here by Sohaib and Usman.
Yeah, a couple of early wickets, couple of quick wickets in fact. They made sure there weren't too many issues after that, these two combining to steady the ship and then ensuring that they do it comfortably. Now just 2 runs away from victory with that single, end of the 13th, 133 for 3. Adil Amin to bowl the 14th one, possibly the last over of this game, as Fly Emirates are just 2 runs away from victory. Full driven through the gap, that'll run away to the boundary, and that'll be the winning runs for Fly Emirates. They've come back to the Sharjah Stadium after a hiatus of 5 years, have Fly Emirates, and they've come back in style to go on and win the plate category of the Royal Phoenix Clinic 35th Ramadan League here at the iconic and historic Sharjah Stadium. What a way to come back, what a way to stamp your authority in where you have many, many beautiful memories as a team, as a corporate and as an organization. Well done to Fly Emirates, commiserations to AZ Sports.
What a win for Fly Emirates, clinching the title. Let's go through the scorecard. Hashir scoring 16 in just 7 deliveries. And look at that, Yashita scoring a good 35 in 26 deliveries, followed by Arif scoring a good knock of 17. And then we had this partnership of Sohaib and Usman Mushtaq laying the platform. And yes, not to forget the extras column. They've been on the expensive side, has been AZ Sports. Nonetheless, an easy cruising for Fly Emirates and clinching the plate final.
And even more disappointing with the ball. Very expensive at the top. The 2 fast bowlers, Kamran, 3 overs, none for 31. Sherry Malik just had 1 over for the left armer and 14 runs in that 1 over. The skipper himself, Anjum Zishan, did pick up a wicket but gave away 34 runs in his 2. Adil Yamin bowling just 7 balls and he gave away 15 runs. Thapar and Ijaz were the 2 economical bowlers, and Thapar, more importantly, picking up those 2 wickets. Unfortunately, they didn't have enough partners to assist them in their effort to try and restrict the Fly Emirates. Unfortunately, they did go on to lose the game by a very, very comprehensive Fly Emirates team. This is how it panned out. Then AZ Sports batted first, managed only 134 thanks to a superb bowling effort from Fly Emirates. 3 for 32 for the skipper Mushtaq. Melon Phillip with very economical returns, 2 for 12. And Shamim Ali at the top, brilliant, 2 for 15 in his 3. Salman Shahid and Bhuta did look like they were going to get a good partnership going, but both of them falling at the wrong time. Sharif Malik in the end providing some impetus to that finish, 17 of 13 from him, and they ended up with only 134. Got all out, didn't bat the entire 20 overs. And in reply, Fly Emirates were superb from the top. Yastar Bekon, 35 of 26 for him. Mushtaq in the middle, coming and steadying things as he always does, the skipper. 24 not out, and Sohaib also assisting him in that partnership to apply the finishing touches. 22 not out. Thapar was the pick of the bowlers for AZ Sports, 2 for 25 for him, and the skipper Anjum himself picking up a wicket, although being expensive. So in the end, quite a comprehensive victory for Fly Emirates. They go on to win the game by 7 wickets. We'll take a quick break now, and when we are back, it will be the presentation of the plate final with Adnan Arif.
Hello?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the 35th edition of the Sharjah Ramadan T20 League 2024. Firstly, I'd like to thank Sharjah Cricket and all the administrators involved behind the scenes in putting up such a wonderful tournament. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, title sponsor Royal Phoenix Clinic, powered by sponsor and official streaming partner FanCode, event partner TCM, associate sponsor Tamar Al Madina Real Estate, digital streaming partner. Well, it was the plate finals of this important tournament. And here, Fly Emirates has just won by 7 wickets. Well, moving on. Thank you so much. Moving on to the man of the match presentation. We've got a couple of few commendable performances from both the teams, but in the end, it was Usman Mushtaq. Let me introduce you to the presentation party first of all. Starting from my right, it's Mr. Mazhar Khan, the GM of Sharjah Cricket, followed by Mr. Tehseen Javed, the match referee. Well, let me call upon Usman Mushtaq to take the man of the match memento from Mr. Tehseen Javed. Brilliant knock with the bat, 24 not out, 3 wickets for him in his quota of 4 overs, giving away just 32 runs. Usman, may I have you here for a quick word? Congratulations, you've won the final, and being man of the match, how do you feel?
So first of all, thanks to Allah, and I'm very happy for all my guys. It's a good effort today. Is last few matches in my performance is everybody is a very good performance, my team, and I'll try and hope so. Is future for us a good is for Fly Emirates.
Right, going into the finals, what was the message from the management?
It's a good cricket for him after I think 5 years back is for a pandemic and stuck, and I hope so for future for Fly Emirates and for good this ensure.
Right then, well played. I would have to ask you to come back once again to pick up the trophy, but we'll go with the runners up first. Right? Thank you. That was Usman Mushtaq, the man of the match of the plate finals. Right? Moving ahead, it's AZ Sports who have turned out to be the runners-up of the tournament. May I please call upon the captain, Mr. Anjum Zishan, to take the trophy from Mr. Tehseen Javed, who is also the match referee. Very well played. They've played really well throughout the tournament. Now, Mr. Anjum, can I have a few words with you? You've ended up on the losing side tonight, but how well have you played in the tournament to make it to the finals? How do you sum up your journey in this tournament?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It's fairly new team, and in every tournament, we played a couple of tournaments before, but in every tournament, we have few new players. But players have played really well. I think the other team, they deserve better, because obviously there was the better players in there. We tried, we thought, we're going to chase up the runs, but unfortunately we lost the toss. We thought we're going to have 160, 70 total, would have been good total on the board, but we couldn't make it. We had a batting collapse, so that's it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, 20 players in the team. You've got to rotate them well. You've made the most out of everybody, and almost everybody in the tournament. So what is the challenge of using that many players in a tournament? How about the availability and going into this long tournament?
As I said, it's a new team, and that was the hard part, to getting everyone available. Most of the time, we couldn't get the players available, and the last minute, we get the headaches sometime. But I think with the time, we'll have good players, and we'll come back a bit more stronger.
Right then. Thank you so much, Mr. Anjum. Good luck for the rest of the tournaments. Well, that was Mr. Anjum, the captain of AZ Sports. Well, coming down to the big cup, the plate final, may I reintroduce you to Mr. Mazhar Khan, the GM of Sharjah Cricket, who will be giving away the main trophy to none other than Fly Emirates. May I have a representative here from Fly Emirates? Well, before you go and collect the trophy, can we have a quick word? Usman, you've won the tournament. You've played, you're a new team now. You're coming after a sabbatical. what was the plan going on before the tournament began?
Before the tournament, everybody tell for us is for take a positive cricket, good cricketer, and all as 7 to 8 guys, new guys, because I will tell many times for us your condition, playing condition. First of all, reach see the wicket and bowling what about the wicket, and I think positive cricket for better for Fly Emirates, and for my guys is already in this tournament for win and more very high. And I hope so for future for a good cricket for Fly Emirates.
Right, very good effort by the entire team. It was lovely to watch you all play as a unit. And it does get difficult with the rosters going around to find the right 11. How difficult was that?
No, that's very difficult, but Mr. Ivan is totally managed for his roster and duties issues for everybody, included me. And Ivan is very good for contribute for everybody, for managers calling and very interesting issue.
Well, last question. How do you make, what's your take on the tournament?
Take next is a tournament for us. I think Powerplay League. This one I hope so. Is a tough time. Every team is Fly Emirates is back. I think 1-2 tournaments is for ICC also, and Dubai Stadium is already playing, and Fly Emirates is for back for inshallah. I will try. I hope so. And the future is for very tough time for Fly Emirates. Is give it to the other teams. As such.
Right then, I'll not take much of your time. There's a trophy waiting there for you. Osman Mushtaq, the captain of Fly Emirates, Mr. Mazhar Khan with the trophy. The plate winners of the 35th edition of the Sharjah Ramadan T20 League 2024. They lost a match up there in the group stage, but they came back well to win this big tournament. And what an effort this has been from the entire unit. Well, I'll let you enjoy your time there. We need a big sound from you guys.
Keep it down, keep it down. Yeah, leave it down. Thank you.
टॉस वहाँ पे